In this video, we're going to be breaking down the kick drum in the live worship album that I'm mixing here. This is song number 2 of the project so far. Song number 1 is basically done. We got, maybe some tweaks to do, but we're going to be working on song 2 here based on the template from song number 1. The Reaper template with all the Slate Digital plugins is available in the description, the pinned comment below, so you can get that there if you want that. Check it out. We're going to jump right in and get going on this. So let's just take a quick listen to get our bearings here and see what we're working with. This is basically just going through on my template of the first song. A few things are different between the two. The other one had an extra bass track, so the low end will be different. The other one had different guitars, and so there's different things that we'll have to really pay attention to make this mix truly work. But for the most part, a lot of the bass work is done so far, and so we're going to be breaking down all of that. So let's just get our bearings. Let's listen real quick. I'm so excited about this. I didn't know this song until today, and I feel like I missed it because it's over a year old, and I don't know how I didn't know this song existed, but it's great. So pumped about this. Great players, playing great worshipful music. It's just awesome. I'm super pumped for this. So that's what we're working with. Let's solo out the drums really quick so we can hear just that, and then we'll break down these two kick channels. All right, so that is the two kick channels. I'm going to go ahead and mute this drum room, so we're just getting these two guys. So here's the kicks. This was a recording of a conference that this network of churches had. And the fact of the matter here is the recording was a bit of an afterthought. It was done really as a way to serve their church community, give their people something to listen to, remember the conference by, and all of that. And so essentially what happened is the production company just let them throw up a laptop with Logic and just multi-track the whole thing. So a lot of this was done not with a live recording in mind. And so on some level, we're just working with what we've got and making the best of it. So you'll see I've added a kick room with triggers on it, and you'll see that in a number of these things where the things would have sounded great in the room, especially coming through a big PA into a loud room with a bunch of people singing. It would have sounded phenomenal, but here in an isolated thing, it can get a little wonky. And so what we're doing, we're going to have to create some realism in this in some ways so that it does sound natural and then actually sounds big on the recording. So what I've got here is a kick-in mic. I assume is the, something like the Sennheiser 901, the flat pancake-looking mic that sticks up inside the drum. That's what it sounds like to me because it says kick-in. But also there's a kick-out mic. Didn't sound all that great. I'm not even using it. We're just going to make do with all of this stuff. So on here, there's a few issues. One, the gain was pretty low. I think there's some chaotic EQing. We're going to change that. You'll see what I mean in a second. So on here, we're going to go in reverse order. I'm just going to turn off this infinity EQ and silencer and mute this kick room. So this is the kick in mic, and we're going to break down the virtual mix rack here. All right, this is just the virtual mix rack. Here's off. And with. Okay. So we had the virtual channel here, and then doing a lot of kind of a CLA style EQ where I'm adding all the top end basically, all the bottom end at 50, top end at 7K, and then taking all of 350 out with a pretty wide Q. So it's pretty wild EQ right there. Let's listen to just that. Without. All right, then we're jumping over to the Pultec. On the Pultec, we're doing the boost attenuate trick here where you boost and cut at the same frequency. We're boosting and cutting a lot at 40. And this causes, I don't really know what's going on under the hood. I'm not sure that anyone truly does. But basically, you boost and attenuate on the same frequency, and it causes this kind of low-mid dip up above where you're boosting. And it just gives it this kind of cool scooped sound, and then adding a bunch of 10K with this. So a lot of EQ going on here because it kind of needed it. So there's that. And then the compressor. 4-to-1, pretty fast attack and release with 4.5 dB of makeup gain. All right, let's bring in the Infinity EQ. Taking away even more of this stuff. And now, here's the magic. Black Salt Audio silencer, this is wild. Without, with. That's crazy. So this thing is nuts. Basically has these presets here where you can choose what drum you're working with, and then I basically left everything at the default settings. I just added some length to it is all, and that's what it did. Pretty crazy. So then I drug silencer over to a second channel with triggers on it, and these triggers are the Slate the CLA DW 24-inch hard beater, and it's just the ambient mics. So the overhead, the rooms, and the effects. Okay, so that's all we're doing there, and that's just to add. I'm really trying to simulate the PA in the room. It's kind of what I'm doing. To me, this kick in mic has kind of a PA-ish sound because it's not a condenser mic out in front of the kick drum or something that you might see in the studio. It is truly the way that they would mic this live. And then I'm really just adding this sample, this channel here, as a way of kind of adding a little bit of life on the edges. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And now let's take a look at the virtual mix rack. It's just using the Monster plugin after the samples, and then doing more EQ at 665, pretty close, on the Infinity EQ. So let's take a look here at what these are doing. I'm going to turn these off. That's just the samples and silencer. Now here's with the virtual mix rack. That's the Monster EQ, or Monster compressor, and the Infinity EQ now. All right, so now a quick before and after of all of this. See if I can get these going. So I'll mute this because this is really, before. All right, it's a pretty big difference. Let's take a quick listen to the drum mix again in full mix. All right, I'm so excited about this. Love this so far. This song is so good. These people are great. And it's just exciting. So yeah, over the next few weeks, I'm gonna be breaking down every single channel that you see here, breaking down the whole mix and finishing it out. So subscribe if you're not already. Be on the lookout for those. Again, if you're interested in the template here, if you like what you're seeing as far as the Reaper and Slate Digital stuff, in the description below, check it out in the pinned comment. Be one of those two places. Yeah. See you guys in the next one.